Hi, it's Heidi here from the First Aid Nest. Today we're just going to do a brief video on how long do first aid certificates last. So first aid certificates vary slightly. There are a couple of main first aid certificates which we run at the First Aid Nest. One of them is the Provide CPR, which is the HLTAID 009. That has been preceded by the HLTAID 001, so it's now 009. That's the new one that you need. Now, this is the yearly update, the yearly refresher that you need. So if you have that and it's more than a year out of date, then you should book in to get a refresher. They don't take very long. With us, it's about an hour's online learning and a half an hour face-to-face assessment, really super quick. So that's lasts only 12 months, so you need to get that refreshed every 12 months. And if you work for a company, it's usually a legal requirement that the company have a certain amount of people with that in-date qualification. The Provide First Aid and Provide First Aid in an education and care setting are both 3 yearly, as are most other first aid certificates. Okay, so we do, you can always contact us about other first aid certificates that we run, but they're the main ones. So usually if you're working in childcare, education, teaching, anything like that, you'll need the Provide First Aid in an education and care setting, and that's the HLTAID 012. And that is valid for 3 years. And that qualification includes the Provide CPR, HLTAID 009, which you should do every year. It includes the Provide Basic First Aid, which is the HLTAID 010. It includes the Provide First Aid, which is the HLTAID 011. And so you get 4 in 1. So you get the CPR, Basic First Aid, Provide First Aid, and the education and care setting. Okay, so you've got all of them in one. Every 3 years, you do the education and care setting one. Every year, you refresh the CPR. Okay, the Provide First Aid, which is the HLTAID 011, is expires every 3 years. Again, it includes the Provide CPR and the Basic First Aid. So you get the 3 certificates in one. Okay, so you only need to do the one and you get the 3 certificates. So again, every 3 years that needs refreshing. And then every year you would do your CPR refresher. Okay, so I hope that helps. That's what most companies need. And again, when you do your first aid certificate with us, you don't need to remember when it's renewable or when it needs to be renewed, because our software will automatically tell you 6 months out, this is going to expire soon, please book in, and all your details will already be there, all your student identification number. It's super easy. You just log yourself back in, purchase the new course, and you're set. You're set to go. So I hope that's helpful. You know where we are. If you have any questions at all, please let us know. Take care.